Good evening, world. It is time once again for Europa Universalis 4. Today, it's just a bit of experimentation. I'm going to try and lead Foix, at least to independence. Anything else that follows will be a bonus. Iron Man on. Can't change the settings. Running the latest hotfix 1.5.1. Still doesn't give us anything other than the terrible national ideas. Let's just jump right into it. Crash and burn. Here we are, a just barely tolerable shade of purple for the nation of Foix. We start with 4,000 troops, 3,000 of them being foot troops, 1,000 being cavalry. Let's just get rid of most of those, they're pretty useless, and the one guy that remains, he can run away to Lyonnais. And we're not going to pay him. Oh, right, a rundown about Foix's initial position. We are a one-province minor vassal of France. Our province is not very good. It produces wool, which is crap. Has 4 base tax, which, for the area, is pretty low. We have France, and Armagnac, and Guyenne, all having cores on us. Our only other core is Jerusalem. It's not our culture. And it belongs to Aragon, which I'm sure will soon belong to Castile. We're embroiled in the 100 Years' War against England, and things look grim. As soon as that war is over, France is going to want to annex us. France, who already have a core on us. So, what can we do? What indeed? We're going to figure it out along the way. As I say, dismissed all of our army and just took the one guy left and marched him off to Lyonnais so that he will be out of harm's way. Now, 999 times out of 1,000 England loses the 100 Years' War. So we just kind of have to sit back and wait for that to happen. But that doesn't mean we can't be active. Armagnac's going to be a pain, so I'm going to fabricate a claim on them. I'm also going to name them as my rival, if I can. Good. What else? I guess I'll get a claim on Aragon while I'm at it. But I'm not going to name Aragon as a rival. Now we sit back a bit and watch France steamroll England. I want to pay close attention to any allies that France makes. They're already marked as special interest. So they've allied Hungary. I see that happening quite a lot. The French Personal Union of Hungary is not unheard of. I do want to point out in big bold letters that this is just experimenting with Foix. Don't get too excited. We're unlikely to see anything too fantastic. I mean, if we do, that's great, but when you play as a one-province minor, when you're a vassal of France, well, you need a trick up your sleeve, or you need to pray for some miracle luck. We're just going to see how things go. There is absolutely nothing I can do right now whilst we're embroiled in this war. I can't even declare war on France for my independence because we're involved in a war together. So no crazy day zero independence strats for me. Right, so far they've only allied and married Hungary. I think that's good. Hungary's too far away to be any real pain when we fight the big French menace. Ah! Okay, I'll take it. I think we're going to need those Diplo points. That's kind of funny, but yet not funny. You start off with 4 war exhaustion as Foix. What else do we start with anyway? Our ruler is fairly good, 443. We're feudal monarchy expected of the time. A nice strong heir. Our income is really low. Even with 1 troop that we barely pay anything towards, we do not make much money on anything. And I've got to pay a vassal fee towards France. It's pretty brutal. Vassal fees are half your monthly tax income, so although I make it there, I gotta pay it to them, half of it. Unfortunate, but you gotta put up with it if you're a vassal. It's what you pay for protection. We make very little to speak of in terms of trade. In fact, I'm forwarding from Genoa. I think I'd rather collect from Genoa. Might make me slightly more money. 0.31 from forwarding, but if I collect, .36. Okay, right. An extra 0.05 ducats a month. We are well on our way to winning. What more? What more can we check out? Start out standard Western technology. We have the generic national ideas. I am sick, so sick of playing with generic national ideas. And every time I complete a campaign as a nation that has generic ideas, a patch comes out giving them new and fancy ones. It happened to Ryukyu, happened to others. I forget at the moment. I hope the Aztecs get proper national ideas soon, because they are... I mean, they just suck. They all affect fairly minute things and only by a tiny amount. 5% more global trade power. Stop the press. Yeah, anyway, enough of that. Our missions are garbage and never gonna happen. I could placate Aragon, actually. Might be worth it for the points. I'll consider it later on. I'm going to want to hoard all of my administration points at the moment, and we'll deal with that war exhaustion later on. Catholic, I don't think we're going to have any say in the Curia anytime soon. No generals, nothing special here, so we're pretty boned. There's something saying that there are troubles with the stream. Just a moment. That's funny, it's not even loading for me. Okay. Ah, no, it's loading fine for me here. Welcome, Archangels 1. Yes. Somebody suggested that I try to bring Foix up in the world, so, well, don't hold your breath, but I'll do the best I can. We're under siege, just what I need. But our Overlord helps us out. In fact, we get a boost towards our feelings towards them because they helped us out. Which isn't good, we actually don't want that. Both of our claims went through without a hitch. I'm actually going to placate Aragon. It'll be a free 25 diplomatic points if I manage it. Whilst I'm at it, who else could I forge a claim on? I'm thinking Navarra. Gotta go crazy with those claims. Sit back and have a drink and enjoy watching France win. What do we got here? Oh, surely we do not want to anger His Holiness. I don't particularly mind having rebels because it will lower down my tax, and that lowers the amount I have to pay France, so not really too much of a problem. Nice job, France. Gotta admit, I was kind of expecting France to help me out with my whole rebel problem. Ah well. No, France don't want to help me out at all. Yeah, there we go. You beat those rebel scum. Nope, not interested. That's okay. If they break me, they'll get rid of all my war exhaustion anyway. I can't fabricate claims against England. Might as well do it towards France. If I get caught, then that'll lower their opinion of me. Should delay any diplomatic annexation. Navarra starts off independent, but considering that Castile is improving relations, I assume they're going to be vassaled pretty quick. But that, I think, is going to work to my advantage. Now, France is still only allied with Hungary. That's good. Somewhat. So hopefully those rebels break me soon. All part of my cunning plan, you see. And if you don't believe that, then yeah. I shouldn't be muted. Can people hear me? Sure hope I'm not muted. Okay, that's good. What insanity! Okay, carry on. Ah, excellent. Placated Aragon, now what? protect against Armenia. Nah, yeah, none of these things are gonna happen. Not by a long shot. This is an interesting event. Don't think I'd ever want to lose stability. Although if I'm about to break, there's no real problem there. No real problem. Okay, come on, let's eat that stability hit. I don't care. You have rebels close to enforcing their demands. That's okay. I've broken my country on purpose before. This is nothing new. This patch is 1.5.1. It came out today, and by today I mean the 3rd of March, which I think it still is. Yeah, just. Come on, France, you've clearly won the war. Let's end this. Well, meanwhile, I've got a free diplomat. I might as well get some good relations going with Castile. Come on. I'm sure you will be a valuable asset. Need to pay attention to the web of alliances across the world at the moment. Okay. England's getting the Lollards. Sucks to be them. Okay. This is good. Increased aristocracy, serfdom, and narrow-mindedness. Our country was broken. Oh, okay. Normally when you break, you get reset to 0 war exhaustion and 0 stability. Don't know why that didn't happen, but it didn't. Ah well, the more you know. Don't mean a thing. This is the first time I've actually ever fought in the 100 Years' War. I've never played England or France. But we are the greatest belligerent. Yes, General Bob, we can see you. There we go. Castile diplo-vassalized Navarra. This is okay. We can live with that. Now, maybe Baron's lack of base tax is gonna help me later on. I think I might just be able to pull something off. That's strange. Some people are saying the video isn't working, some say it is. Just reload your screen. Although I suppose if the video isn't loading, you can't hear me say that. Come on, France, I'm getting real sick of this war. Full steam ahead, wait for it to be over. I don't think there's any ads to block on this channel. I fought in this conflict. No, I didn't. I have had no... The only thing I did in this war was disband 3/4 of my army. The most exhilarating gameplay. Burgundian conquest of Liège. Putting them at odds with much of the world. Okay, I can live with that. I'd rather it wasn't happening, but... see, I don't want Burgundy or Austria to be weak, because I want them to crush France. If they're fighting each other, that's just going to make them easy pickings for the big blue blob. Disgusting France. Yes, you pay maintenance on exiled troops. Best country for world conquest? Probably the Ottomans. If you want to lower yourself to playing as them. Okay, France. That's a funny joke, but maybe you should end this war now. La Bernuma, all you've missed is me waiting for France to finish the 100 Years' War, but it seems they're quite keen on making it last for the full 100 years. You shouldn't think what's the easiest nation to world conquest as anyway. You should think, who do I want to conquer the world with? Because if you're just looking for the easiest, you're just going to be copying someone else's strategy, and in the end, what are you really doing for yourself? You need to think, hey, I really like the look of Silesia. I'm going to try and conquer the world as them. Not, hey, it's easy to conquer the world as Ottomans, I'm going to try them. Release all my vassals, change to Orthodox, become HRE, unite myself as a great big grey blob, and hey, painting the map. But that's just my opinion. Feel free to play the game however you enjoy it. Okay, come on France, this war is... There we go. What have we got? England will cede Gascony, Co, and Normandy to France. Oh, okay. So France decided to give Libourg to Armagnac. Definitely a good call for France. And as a result, France gets very little aggressive expansion with the world. Lucky buggers. Okay, so... So what? Okay. Now at least we're at peace, so let's consider the political landscape. France is allied with Hungary. Hungary... pretty big, but pretty poor as well. They're also tied up in a monumental war of their own that they have not involved France in. Other important people, Burgundy getting thrashed in their conquest of Liège. Austria doing that thrashing. Aragon still leads their personal union with Naples. Castile allied with Burgundy and Portugal, whilst having Navarra in the personal union. So, I don't like being a vassal, and I don't like paying vassal fees. So, go and eat an entire bag of dicks, France. Well, at least we're independent now. But starting that war has given us mission to claim Labourd. Maybe I should have taken that first. Anyway, now we have quite a lot of war exhaustion, so I don't know, leave it as it is for now. But we'll increase our stability slightly. And we're gonna burn our land. And just chew on the attrition for a while. And let's enact harsh treatment, because I don't want some rebels to bugger up anything. And we'll see if this works. Now, Castile seem to quite like the idea that we are attacking France, and they are subsidizing us, so I salute you, Castile. Burgundy is papal controller, things are getting better by the minute. Now, because I have scorched my land, France is going, oh, I don't want to eat that crazy attrition. He must think I'm a maniac, because I'm sitting right in it. But hey, got nowhere better to run, so I'm going to roll with that. Because I'm not paying my troops, I'm just chewing on that attrition for a while. But things aren't quite exciting enough with a war with France, so let's take that juicy conquest, Casus Belli, and declare on Navarra with it. Oh, well, it called in Castile, who brought in their friends, Burgundy and Portugal, so things are looking up for Foix. We're only at war with half of Europe. But there's no point in being an underachiever. I don't want to settle for just half of Europe. Okay, I also don't want those rebels. But at the same time, that might help. Might as well cap off our thing with a declaration on Austria. No Casus Belli, no problem. So who does that bring in? Just not enough. Is there anyone else I can piss off? You think the Ottomans could march all the way here? I don't think they could. Who else? Who else can we really poke with a stick? It's Danish, I suppose. They would bring in Norway and Sweden. Sure, why not? Gotta wait for the monthly timer to tick down. You can't declare the same 2 wars within a month. So I don't even like you either. So we're gonna call in Denmark and all of the Danish buddies, giving us an enormous amount of war exhaustion and no stability. Just gotta get rid of my troops there. No point eating all this attrition. Might as well eat these peasants as well. I can't. It's really unfortunate. I didn't want these peasants. Okay, so France and Foix, they didn't want to come into my province when it was scorched and I was there. But when I removed my troops, they did jump in. That's interesting. Huh. Okay. So thanks for that. Interesting. We're just gonna give you all our money. Hell, I don't need it. So, now we're back to being a vassal of France, but I can live with that. Hey France, you don't mind taking over all my wars, do you? Good lad. We're also going to raise our maintenance back up. Not that it's going to help with our armies at all, but it will raise the morale of our garrison. My land is still burned for another half a year, so people should avoid it long enough to crush on France. So France is now enjoying, well, I think Burgundy and Austria alone would give them trouble, but all of Iberia as well should make things quite interesting. This is really risky though, because I could easily get annexed. But I want to be independent, so we're going to take some risks. It's also really unfortunate that I had to give them all my money. The plan was to recruit a lot of troops so that I wouldn't have any money to give them in a peace deal, and then just revoke all that money. So I lost about 100, well, I lost precisely 91 ducats that I otherwise wanted to save. But not everything goes to plan. My face when France wins this war, yeah. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I knew that bringing in the Scandinavians would help out a bit. Norway is stepping up to the plate, even Denmark getting a piece of the pie. Yes, Zentarim, that was the plan. However, because of the rebels, I was unable to purchase any troops. That event cost me 91 ducats in total. So France is losing men and manpower to the south, even revolts breaking out here. Avignon, I'd like to see them back on the map. Thank you, Archangels. I was trying to think of how to become instantly independent, and that was the best I could think of. It's going to cost about a decade worth of monarch points, but I think it'll be worthwhile. Right, I really shouldn't put my diplomats to waste here. Sadly, I can't rival France, but I can increase my relations with... No, I can't. We're at war, of course. Oh well. We will survive. Now, unfortunately, my Scorched Earth has ran out, so Castile is on my case. This entire thing would have gone a lot better without that peasant revolt. I could have scorched my land for longer, and that would certainly prevent what's happening right now. But like I said, this is an experimental run to see what works. This may or may not be the final run. I mean, if I get annexed now, it's certainly not going to be the final run. The Mongol Khanate doesn't have to do this kind of thing. The Mongol Khanate is strong enough to take on Oriat from day one. Okay, this is unfortunate. We've been occupied, so we're going to soak up, I think it's 0.5 war exhaustion per month. Nothing I can do about that. Nothing I can do about anything right now. I've already played all my cards. Bloody France. I can almost regret that harsh treatment now. If I hadn't put down, I might be able to get some rebels loyal to myself there. Would I consider this an exploit? Well, I hate talking about what is considered an exploit or not. I mean, what is an exploit? This game has been patched several times. This very same thing could have been done at any point. They've got 155 or so beta testers. You're telling me none of them said this is possible? This is a strategy. We are now independent once more. Thank you very much, Austria. I don't know why they specifically demanded the end of my vassalization, but they did. Good on them for that. Now I can get myself out of these wars and leave France as the only remaining belligerent. I'm gonna stop using that word. Leave France on their own, on their Todd, as we say. So yeah, I will concede my total defeat to you, Castile. Thank you very much. And Denmark, yeah, you know what? You have defeated me so hard. I concede total defeat to you. So France is still stuck in quite a bit of war here. Burgundy, Castile, and the rest. What we're gonna do is piss away all of our diplomatic points, raise our stability as well, and we are going to go mental, if we can. I haven't really planned this far. I've got good relations with Castile, but nowhere near enough for an alliance. They, however, hate France, so we are now also going to say that we hate France. Now, this is the one moment that I can really drive the boot in. I need to get large, and I need to get large fast. Not sure if I have the resources to do so at the moment, though. France will probably peace out and then raise an army on the double. But it couldn't hurt to have an army just ready for the situation. I don't know why the stream is lagging for you. I have no issues at this end. I'm not dropping any frames. All I'm doing is dropping the bombshells on France. Let's get our mission to claim Labour. I'll have to break truce with France. Nah. Now that you mention that, I shouldn't have raised my stability all the way up if I'm going to break truce. Of course, there's nothing saying I have to. I can just chill out. Be opportunistic. All I need to do is score a particularly good alliance. Castile is looking promising. Not only promising, but highly likely. So there we go. We have bagged an alliance with Castile. We are independent, and only 11 years have passed. I actually have another stream that I'm wanting to watch right now, so we're going to cut it short there. But I hope everyone that watched enjoyed the opening Foix gambit. Didn't need a single restart, just did it. Several things went wrong, but we still managed. I'll probably kick off from here next time I stream, but I'm happy with how that went. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a wonderful night, and remember, never settle for grey skin.